Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a review I've been super excited to shoot. Now, back when I did my original Marty McFly video, I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to go down that rabbit hole of getting all the Back to the Future 2 figures. Well, let me be the first to tell you that indeed, I did go down that rabbit hole, that Marty McFly-shaped rabbit hole, in the fact that I've now purchased the Back to the Future Part 2 Marty, and soon the Doc Brown as well. So I went all in, obviously, with the Back to the Future figures, and I hope I won't regret it. I haven't actually even opened this figure yet, so I'm doing sort of an unboxing and a review at the same time. But you can see the packaging is, standard fare with the Back to the Future figures. If, you've watched my previous video, you'll know exactly what you're looking for. So you can see a picture of the DeLorean with Marty McFly written on the front there. Now, I've heard that the packaging is different on the Doc Brown, and I'm not exactly sure why, because obviously they're from the same film. You'd expect there to be some sort of continuity, but it's a little bit different. Anyway, enough about the packaging. What we all want to really see is the figure. So let's get all of the accessories out here and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so you can see that, like the last Marty, this new Marty McFly from Back to the Future 2 comes with a ton of accessories. So what we'll do first, we'll get the boring stuff out of the way. We'll look at the hands. So these are, as far as I can tell, pretty much the exact same hand sculpts, including the skateboard holding hand from the first release, except obviously in this case it's going to be the hoverboard, and all the other hands look pretty much identical to the first release, which is good because I didn't really have any issues with those hands. You can see that he also comes with the hoverboard, except you'll notice that there's one thing missing, and it's the Mattel logo. So you can get the sort of decal set, which I might do from a third party, but you can see it's got the Mattel sort of logo shape. The sort of star pattern around the outside is a little bit different, but there is a magnet in there to attach it to Marty's foot, and this bit rotates as well. And you can sort of hear the magnet rattling around in there, but really nice detail on the bottom, and it still does have the hole sort of where we unpeg the handlebars from the hoverboard in the film, so that's pretty awesome. He also does come with the Nike footwear sort of capsule, which had his jacket and his shoes in there. Obviously, it doesn't say Nike on there, but I think the decal set also includes a Nike logo. Now, this is the really sort of soft touch black material, and there's a little bit of paintwork in the handles as well with that green paint. It's a really awesome detail piece, and it does open, like you can see there. It slides open really nicely. Translucent bits on the end as well, so that's pretty awesome. He does come with the Pepsi little canister as well, but obviously you can see the logo is not quite a Pepsi logo at all. So it's a little bit misshapen, but it does give that really awesome effect of it looking like a translucent piece, which is really, really awesome. He does come with the Sports Almanac, which sort of, does a good job of replicating the one from the film. I'll put the bag down for now, but it does have a dust cover on it as well. And in the bag, it's just like a vinyl sort of material, and you can slot the almanac into the bag, which is just an awesome piece of detailing. Now, another really awesome piece of detailing is the newspaper which he comes with. So this is much like the newspaper that Doc Brown comes with, which we'll look at eventually when I end up getting that figure, except this one is the gang jailed rather than the youth jailed one, which comes with the Doc. And he also does come with his hat with an alternate hairpiece, which can be separated, although I'm not sure why you would, because he's going to have terrible hat hair under there. But you can see it's not as shiny as I would have liked, but it still does a really good job replicating, how it would have looked like, in the film. But, I wish it was a little bit shinier, but it's not too terribly bad. He does come with his Casio watch as well. I'd love for them to put a little printed detail on the screen there. That would be really, really awesome. But, they've done the best they can, I suppose. I'm just trying to get it to focus up on this little critter here. It's really, really struggling. But yeah, there you go. So really awesome detail on that, and you can pop that on his wrist as well. And the very last thing that he comes with is this water display stand, so you can have him hovering above the lake, because of course hoverboards don't work on water. Now, that's an awesome display base. However, I know a lot of people have said this. I really wish that he would have come with just, a standard display base with a metal name plaque, because this one is just a standard sort of plastic one. But either way, the amount of accessories more than make up for this stand, I think. But anyway, what we'll do now is we'll get the figure out here and we'll take a closer look at the head sculpt. getting a look at Marty's head sculpt, you can see that they have absolutely nailed the Michael J. Fox likeness, obviously from Back to the Future Part 2. I mean, it looks just like him. Now, I'll bring out the original one just in just a sec, and you'll see the difference. I mean, this guy is just phenomenal compared to that one. It looks just like him, whereas the other one looks like a completely different person compared to this guy. It's just absolutely awesome. And you can start to get a glimpse of the jacket as well, which has got this really, really awesome sort of basketball pattern sort of texture on it. It looks really, really terrific. And also, obviously, the expandable sleeves, you can see that it's got that sort of ribbed sort of effect, which looks really, really awesome. Now, mine has a bit of a defect, actually, in the fact that the red splotches on his arms, for some reason, appear not yet to be dry. So they're like sticky to the touch. And when I first took it out of the packaging, I had a bit of red paint on my hand. You can probably see it there on my palm, just there, where I try to sort of pick him up out of the packaging. So I got this guy from Zing. I might go back there and see if I can get him sort of switched out for a different Marty, just so I can make sure that the jacket doesn't rub off in terms of the paint any further. Now I'll pop his hat on as well, so his headpiece sort of just attaches, and then you magnetically pop his other hairpiece on with his hat. So looks pretty awesome. I'm probably going to have it displayed without the hat, I think, just because it sort of looks just a little bit more like him. Now the expression is very stern on his face, but I think it sort of fits with the character. I mean, he was sort of obviously worried about the implications of the future at this point. He wasn't just running around having a boatload of fun. I mean, he was as well, but you know, it sort of fits the character, and I think it looks really, really good. Now what we'll do is I'll get the original figure out here, and we'll do a bit of a comparison before I show you the rest of the outfit. So bringing out the original figure on the left, you can see that the head sculpt, I mean, it's day and night. This looks like almost a completely different person compared to the new one. The new one is just absolutely outstanding. That just screams Michael J. Fox, I think, and they've done a terrific job. So what we'll do now is I'll show you the rest of the outfit on Marty, because there are a few concerns that I have with the rest of the outfit, not just the sticky parts actually on the jacket, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, I thought I'd show you one of the best accessories that comes with this Marty, and it is the awesome Nike shoes. Now, obviously, they don't have the Nike branding on it, but as I said, I'm going to do my best to try and fix that. Nike logos here and there would just be absolutely awesome. But yeah, it's just a terrific looking shoe. I mean, they've even got the sort of translucent bit on the bottom, and it just looks like exactly like the prop from the film. Now, I was talking a little bit before about sort of issues or worries that I might have, and it's these jeans. So my previous Marty sort of came out of the box a little bit fuzzy, and this guy is even more fuzzy than that old Marty figure, which is sort of starting to get me worried, along with the sticky bits on the jacket. I mean, it's an awesome looking figure, but it's starting to have quite a few issues. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I'd rather get this figure replaced than return it. I definitely want to have this guy in the collection, because I'm already locked in for the Doc Brown, but it's just, you know, starting to stress me out a little bit, just with the fuzziness of the jeans and everything like that. But anyway, what I'll do now is I'll zoom out. I'll get this guy set up with some of his accessories, and then we'll wrap up. Now, once you get Marty all posed up with his accessories, you can really start to see how awesome this figure is. He comes with so much stuff, and just the breadth of possibilities that you can sort of, you know, explore in order to display the Marty just how you want him is just absolutely terrific, and that's really what Hot Toys has nailed. Now, I did promise one of my viewers, don't worry, I haven't forgotten, I am going to start doing some more articulation, because I know you guys find that important. I just didn't want to do it on this guy, just because of the fuzziness of the jeans, and the fact that the bits on the jacket up there are starting to get all sticky, and I was getting paint on my fingers, so I didn't want to sort of mess anything up before I try and get the jacket sort of switched out if I can. But anyway, my thoughts on this guy overall are extremely positive. The head sculpt alone sells this figure to me. He's hands down 10 out of 10 in terms of the head sculpt, far better than the original one. In fact, I'm going to try and hunt down another version of this head sculpt to give to the original figure, just because I think this is far, in a way, superior to that head sculpt. Anyway, guys, that has been my review from the Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly. Stay tuned for the Doc Brown video, which will be uploading soon. I think I'm going to be getting him in mid-April. So with these figures, I didn't sort of jump the gun and get them super early like I did with some of the other Hot Toys figures, the Star Wars figures and DC figures and stuff. I really jumped the gun and get them super early from Hong Kong. With these figures, they sort of hang around for a little bit, so it gives me the opportunity to sort of save my cash for the Star Wars and DC and, you know, Marvel and all that stuff, and just pick up these figures when they sort of come around to mass retail. Anyway, guys, that has been it. Sorry for the long spiel at the end there. He's an awesome figure. Grab him if you can. Zing has him for 368 Australian dollars, so pick him up if you see him there. In the meantime, guys, my social links, as always, are down below, so check that out. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.